Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to the Plant-Based Morning Show. I am Matt Frazier. Going to be joined by Doug Hay. Changing my name on the YouTube if you come to the live because I accidentally had it typed in as Doug Hay. That's not me, of course. We're brought to you every day, every Tuesday through Thursday anyway, by Love Compliment. Compliment's the brand. Lovecompliment.com is the website. I don't think a lot of people realize maybe that's our company. Maybe people get it, but they're our sponsor. We always say we're sponsored by them, but of course we are them, along with a bunch of other people that are our team. But anyway, it's when we say that it's a good company. It's not just some junky ad read that we're doing and pretending like we like something. It's real stuff that we use, invented to solve a real problem in our lives. It was not being worried that we weren't getting all the nutrients we needed, so we filled in some gaps with Compliment. All right, Doug's added Instagram. How's it going, Doug?
Hey, Matt, good morning. I am good. I am Compliment. You are Compliment. We are all Compliment.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not all. You and I are, and the rest of our team.
Not everybody.
Not everyone is, but everyone is part of the family if they subscribe to it or even one time purchase it. They're all good.
Part of the Compliment family.
Yeah. Jeff Hudnall says Compliment is amazing. Need shirts and stickers. There's an idea. We could get some merch going.
I've been pushing for shirts for a long time.
Have you? I have a Huel shirt. Would people wear a Compliment shirt?
I always use your Huel shirt as a reason why we need to make Compliment shirts. Every time I talk about it.
Right. Yeah, we do. I don't know. Compliment's kind of a long word for a T-shirt, but maybe we could come up with something clever.
Matt, I was facing an existential crisis this morning.
Okay. What's that?
There were some people demanding recordings of this week's episode in the Discord. And I wasn't sure whether to throw you under the bus or blame, tech issues or what. So what's going on there?
Yeah, I think I know what happened. You texted me last night saying, "What happened? Where's the episode?" And I said, "I actually did yesterday. I put it up, or not yesterday, on Tuesday. I put it up on time the day of, and it appeared to you that there was no episode at all." So I think there's this little box in Libsyn you have to check, as you know, Doug. People probably don't care about this, but I don't know what it means. You have to check it, and if you don't, the episode looks like it's published, but it doesn't actually go out to the iTunes and such. I think that's what happened. So today I went in and fixed that while I published yesterday's episode. So if you're a subscriber, you get 2 for 1 today. So if you're hearing this, you will
Thursday.
There you go. So if you're listening, by the time you hear this, you will have already heard Tuesday and Wednesday. So
if you get this one up today, you could get 3.
But I don't want to do that. I don't want 3 in one day.
Yeah, that'd be too many.
I think 2 is even too many for one day. So, but I didn't want to get fall too far behind. Yep. So anyway, I apologize for those who wanted it. But anyway, by now you will have heard probably that one in the previous. So you would have been made whole already. Anyway, so my bad. That was a problem. All right, what else, Doug? Any other stuff today? We do have a normal weather report today. Thank goodness. Back to the plant-based news flowing again. And some interesting articles that I think are light but fun, seasonal.
Have you made your Atlanta plans for the weekend?
No plans yet. Have not booked a hotel yet, but my mom heard me on the show say that I was going to be there, and she said she'd come meet me and spend the night and
less lonely in the. No.
Don't know. Anything? What are you, like 9 days away or something from it? What happened? I lost your audio.
Can you hear me now?
Mine.
Am I back?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. I am. Yeah, I'm what? 9 days away, 8 days away from race day.
100K.
So from 100K, and I'm finally feeling better. So now I feel like I can kind of regroup. I ran 5.5 miles this morning and trying to think things through, but studying those elevation charts and the aid station charts and trying to wrap my head around what it is I'm getting myself into.
Yeah. How much studying do you actually do with that stuff?
I looked at it. I read. I like to for 100 milers. I like to print out the aid station chart.
I think I
and laminate it and carry it with me and just kind of
right.
reference it.
Yep.
So I think I'm going to do that this time, since I'm treating this more as a 100 miler than a 50 miler or something like that. So
Right.
I think I'm going to do that this time. Yeah.
And you'll have a crew there helping you?
No, I'm going to be crewless.
Ah, okay. Have you
Aside
done
from
that
the
before?
finish.
Have you done 100K crewless
No,
before?
I've never done a 100K
Hmm.
crewless.
Okay. That's something new.
This will be my longest crewless race, and
Yeah.
no pacers. So I'm just kind of doing my own thing, doing drop bags. I never have had really rely on drop bags because my crew, my family and friends have been so instrumental in these long races for me. So it'll be a new experience.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, we will be rooting for you, but we got another week till you do that, till we send you off. So,
Yeah, we'll talk a lot more about that.
Yep.
This weekend, I'm solo with my youngest daughter, and so we're trying to plan some fun activities and things to stay busy with a 3-year-old.
Yep. Challenging. That might be harder than 100K with no crew.
It might be. It might be.
All right. Well, good. Well, that'll be fun. Hope you find something fun to do. All right. Apparently, the thing froze for about 30 seconds. Everyone experienced the freezing. Apologize for that. Hopefully, it doesn't come up on the podcast, but maybe it did. Brandon Turner says there's a vegan pizza place in Atlanta as well as an Andrew Weil restaurant. That's cool. I didn't know there were any Andrew Weil restaurants. I don't think he's vegan, but I'm sure his restaurant would have plenty of vegan things. But you gotta tell me the name of the pizza place, because I googled Atlanta vegan pizza. All I see is Mellow Mushroom and then a few others. I assume you're not talking about Mellow Mushroom, so I need to know the name of the one. And then someone recommended one yesterday, a restaurant that I have saved. Okay, and then Jeff Huddle says racing kits. We need racing kits for Compliment. Interesting, maybe.
There you go. I think fueled by Compliment, powered by Compliment.
T-shirt more likely to happen first. That would be liked by everybody, or not, at least applicable to everyone. Okay, and Brandon Turner says, I missed yesterday, but listened to the podcast this morning. A plant-based morning show event or meetup would be great. Yes, that would be fun. We would enjoy that. We'll see. One day, we'll just keep putting that out in the universe. One day it'll happen. Okay. Well, Doug, you got to go, I know, at 11:45 today, so we'll get right into this weather report so that we don't slow anything down.
All right.
So let's jump in. Plant-based News contributed a bunch of these. This one is that new research has indicated that labeling animal products with cigarette-style warning labels could reduce their consumption. It was a Durham University study published in the journal Appetite. They found meat purchases could be reduced by 7 to 10% using labels with a graphic image. That was the most effective if you used a graphic image, similar to cigarette packaging where they show images of damaged lungs, rotting teeth, and the effects of smoking in the presence of young children. I've never seen graphic labels like that on cigarettes. Doug, have you ever seen that?
Yeah, they do that. They did that in Chile.
Okay, so it must be only a non-US thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the US is just kind of text only, I think. But
yeah, just Surgeon General warning.
Mm-hmm. But would these be graphic of the animals or of like?
No, I don't think. I don't think so, because it wasn't. They mentioned that they tried different things. They did 4 different groups. They showed pictures of cooked meat, fish, vegetarian, and vegan meals in. The groups were shown these pictures, but then each picture contained a warning label, either about the climate, health, pandemic, or no label at all. So there was nothing there that was about animal welfare. They weren't showing like animals being harmed, because that would just be weird, right? That would be a strange thing to put that warning on there that an animal had to be harmed for this, because obviously that happened. They said that pandemic warnings were the most powerful dissuader. That's surprising to me, but I think there's that sort of recency bias thing that people have. Yeah. And I guess that was
done?
What? Where?
When was the study done? Like this year?
It just says new research, so I assume it's published in the past few weeks. And then because I guess people are afraid that another animal originating pandemic could be on the horizon. And then let's see, the health warning that meat is bad for your health was lower than that, just behind that. And then climate warnings were the third place, 7.4%. So, I don't know. That's kind of interesting that people care most about preventing another pandemic, and then they care about their health after that
I
more
don't know.
than
That really surprises me.
there's that weird bias. Like if you survey people and say, what are you most likely to die in? An earthquake or basically things that happen fairly commonly and kill people versus a terrorist attack, which is much more rare and kills relatively, but it's just much more of a
You
salient.
just hear about it more.
Yeah. People will wrongly choose that they're most likely to die of the thing that's most top of mind. So could be that one that's why people are afraid of that. Anyway, I mean, it's kind of cool. Health warnings is tough because there's so much controversy over whether meat is actually unhealthy or not. Processed red meat is the one that seems like people do mostly agree is bad for you. So that one, but it's hard to imagine it getting on anything else as far as health warnings go. So anyway, kind of interesting. Next up, Czech startup Bene Meat Technologies, BENE, claims that they've become the first company to receive EU certification to produce and sell cultivated meat for pet food. So that's cool. I don't think the EU has yet certified any for human consumption. Kind of makes sense that pet food would be first. So there you go. That's happening. Neat Burger, who we've talked a little about before, they're backed by Lewis Hamilton and Leonardo DiCaprio. Is this this isn't that New York City one?
No,
that's different. I always think the Lewis Hamilton one is the New York City one. I think they have one New York location, perhaps. Anyway, they have now opened an Italian location in Milan, or they will be opening it in next week, November 15th, in Milan.
Buongiorno.
What's that? What did you say?
Buongiorno.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. So that would be sort of like how you say good day in Italy. They're going to open that. They're going to have all the American stuff, the classics, burgers, shakes, wraps, sandwiches, but they're also going to introduce Italian products such as pesto, and mozzarella. So it's, I guess, kind of cool. All right, more. There's this Earthshot prize that which prince? I don't know the difference between the princes. William has pledged to do more. He's got this. Sorry, I'm all mixed up because you know what? I'm trying to mess with the sound machine as we're doing this. It never works anymore. Frustrates me.
We gotta start a sound machine fund or something.
Just a dedicated actual machine that's not a computer.
Yeah, that actually works, because it has caused us so much trouble over the last year and a half.
That's a good point. It sure has. Anyway, so I'm not going to deal with that anymore. Anyway, Gen V. There's this company or this group called Gen V. It's a vegan group. They have campaigned to get the Earthshot Prize, which is Prince William's thing that awards every year. I think it's every year in 5 different categories. The innovative solution that has the best potential to repair and regenerate the planet. Each category gets a £1 million prize. And Gen V has been asking for Earthshot Prize to include a 6th category that's all about plant-based food system. The others are protect and restore nature, clean our air, revive our oceans, build a waste-free world, and fix our climate. Fix our climate is weird. I mean, it just seems, well, I guess climate's different from the other stuff. Anyway, yeah. So finally, though, they have sort of acknowledged this campaign, and they are going to be. They've invited Gen V to select 2 sustainable food system experts who will join the judging panel for the protect and restore nature category. So they're not adding a new category that's all about plant-based, but now this group, Gen V, is allowed to pick 2 judges for this one panel, and presumably they'll be all about food. So now that category will be more about food. Yeah. And Gen V has also been invited to be official nominators for the protect and restore nature category. So I guess, now they have a little more sway over the results of this thing. So that's kind of cool. Good thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. More cultivated stuff. This is a little strange to me. French startup Numi, which used to be Moo Milk. They're a biotech, and they have just raised 3 million euros in pre-seed funding. What they want to do is make cell-cultured breast milk. So they're using, I guess, very similar technology to what they're doing to make cultivated meat, but they're basically just getting human breast milk and making more of it from whatever cell samples they begin with.
Interesting.
70% of women face challenges with breastfeeding or choose not to. So there certainly is a need for, a substitute, a replacement for that. Cow's milk obviously is one, but it is not a great one for several reasons. It's definitely not identical to human milk, and some would say it's not good for humans. Others just don't want to, contribute to the environmental harm or whatever. So interesting solution here.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, and it comes without the ethical issues, right? Because assuming a human would be compensated or whatever for whatever mild suffering they go through to put the sample cells. And I don't know if it's the same thing, stem cells or whatever. But anyway, just interesting. This has been done before. Singaporean startup Turtle Tree was previously developing cell culture to human breast milk, but they shifted away to precision fermentation to become a pioneer of animal-free proteins. So interesting new spin-off of that technology. And finally, a new study, this is from Plant-Based News, reveals that pigeons are highly intelligent and they're similar to the learning process of artificial intelligence models. Means for all the publicity ChatGPT has gotten with the prediction of the vegan world by 2075, the pigeons could be doing just
go
the
to
same
your
thing.
local square and gather some pigeons up. All right.
I mean, no disrespect to the pigeons. I'm glad that they got this, recognition or whatever. But it kind of sounds like a knock on the AI. That's like,
yeah. What does it even mean? Similar learning process.
I mean they basically made a machine model that would replicate the way the pigeons perform on these tests, and I guess, or the way that they learn new information. They said they do some sort of trial and error categorization, and they categorized into 20 different categories, different things. Apparently, they're already known to categorize pictures of everyday objects, medical images of human tissue and muscle, artworks, and letters of the alphabet. I had no idea pigeons could do any of that. I'm not shocked because you hear about those crows and ravens that can do amazing things. So anyway, I don't know, but apparently they've replicated the way they learn now with a machine, and I think they're thinking that it's a very, very similar process. So kind of interesting. This was weird. At the bottom of it, it said the researchers claim that the pigeons in the study were not harmed. Plant-Based News, where I got this, does not condone the use of animals in research. That was the very end. So their article wasn't about that they didn't condone the use of these pigeons in the research, but at the end they do not condone it. But I've come across this before when groups or people will cite like some horrible monkey research they have done that harms them or shocks the monkeys and it teaches us something about their psychology that we can apply to our own. And then the person will go through this big thing and then in the end say, this is a horrible thing. I do not support this kind of research, but here's what they found. But like, isn't this condoning and like, isn't this exactly what you do? Like how the people do the research because they want to be recognized for it and linked and cited. So like, wouldn't the way to not condone it would be not to report on it at all?
Just ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it seems like very much the opposite of not condoning. I mean, they're not financially supporting it.
Yeah.
But
right.
I don't know. I just wondered about that. I've always wondered that. Like, is it okay to cite
tricky,
research
right?
that you don't agree with?
I mean, the research, it supports the intelligence of animals and, viewing animals and birds, in a positive light. So you want to spread that message, right? But is it better to have never done this research and therefore never known this stuff?
Yeah. We should maybe Plant-Based News just put that because they felt like they had to at the bottom. Because I have a feeling if we asked them, I wouldn't put words in their mouth, but I think if we asked them and said, would you like there to be studies done that demonstrate the intelligence of animals so that can be spread out and they're not harming the animals? I would think some people there might say, yes, they do like that idea because it's good. It helps us appreciate the animals and all that. So I don't know. I shouldn't say it's done.
Can it be done in an ethical way? I mean, obviously these pigeons are living in cages and confined and.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to imagine that it would be totally nice to them all the time.
I don't know. That's interesting. Never really good call out.
Yeah. Well, next time we have them on, we'll ask about that. So how do you deal with that sort of thing? All right. So there you go. There's your weather report without a lot of music behind it, unfortunately. But maybe we'll get that sound machine fund happening.
Yeah, I got a question.
One legitimate ad. We get one legitimate ad from a legitimate company that's not our own, pays us money. It's $500 for a week or something. We buy a sound machine.
And we'll get a sound machine. I like it. You'll have to suffer through the ad for a week, but then you'll get the sound machine.
All right. What, did you have a question or something? You said.
Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate to ask it on air like this, but maybe other people can weigh in. Speaking of having guests on, I was thinking today. I was thinking more about Taco Bell because I saw this.
Oh yeah, you shared that Instagram thing with me.
Yeah, from Louisville Vegan Jerky that I just thought was hilarious about. It's kind of making fun of the fact that Taco Bell took away their vegan nacho sauce and so quickly.
Which I guess kind of confirms to me that is a real thing. We had sort of wondered if that was just individual stores being out of it, but
yeah,
everyone on Instagram seemed to agree that it seems like it's
which is crazy. It's crazy they put so much effort into the advertising of it, because all of their
boards
like
and
2
stuff. Weeks.
Yeah. But I wonder if we can get them on. You think we can get somebody from Taco Bell on? Yeah. Like they're because they have like a nutritionist on staff now. I saw her on a YouTube channel talking about the stuff they're doing.
It's probably not too much demand for that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're like.
Would people want to hear from a Taco Bell nutritionist? Yeah,
they would. Of course they would.
Yeah.
We play the bell sound for them. That'd be great.
All right. I'm going to try to make that happen.
There it is. Yeah, do that. Try to get that person on. I'd love to hear them. But see, they probably won't do it. I think we're going to get all mad at them.
Well, maybe they should shape up.
Well, we mentioned I mentioned my local Taco Bell experience, how bad it was.
I mean,
and why they're always like randomly closed when you try to go in sometimes.
Maybe should I mention the fact that they served me meat and I ate it?
Right. Yeah. See, they're not going to come on. They're going to research the show and they're going to hear this. I don't know. We're big fans, but anyway, speaking of discontinued vegan items, was that was that a segue?
Well, it was kind of what made me think of it. Yeah, that's the segue.
Okay, so here's the vegnews.com has got this one. What Trader Joe's discontinued vegan turkey roast means for your meat-free Thanksgiving plans. And the news here is that the vegan roast at Trader Joe's, which I think was popular, that has been discontinued. And
why?
Well, apparently one Reddit user, who knows how trustworthy that Reddit user is, but it says because it wasn't meeting expectations, in quotes, according to one Reddit user. So Veg News treats that like that's the reason. What does that even mean? It wasn't meaning sales expectations or the customer expectations weren't being met. Maybe the customer was deceived into thinking this was a real meat product and expectations were not met and they need better labeling. I don't think so. It says breaded turkey-less stuffed roast with gravy. It doesn't say vegan. It doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does say vegan really big. Yeah. Anyway, some commenters said that the reason might be that the recipe changed at some point and was never as good as the original. That's interesting. Ooh. I don't think I ever had this thing. Did you ever eat this one?
No, never did.
No, it always showed up on the list of the Thanksgiving roast that one might choose to get. I don't remember how it did in the rating system because there was kind of a rating thing that compared a bunch of them. But I guess it's as good a time as any to mention the other options since inevitably we would do this leading up to Thanksgiving. Gardein has one, which I've never had.
Nope.
Field Roast has hazelnut cranberry roast en croûte, which means in flaky pastry crust. And that's pretty good. I've had that one before, and I liked it. I actually wouldn't have thought that I would need that flaky puff pastry, but I actually thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They've also got
the Gardein one and the Trader Joe's one were like breaded, right?
Trader Joe's looks like it has bread on it. Gardein, I guess that's bread. I can't really tell.
Trader Joe's actually says breaded on it.
Yeah. The Gardein, I can't tell if it's bread. I think it is. It definitely has like a brown layer on the outside, so that probably is.
And then like the tofurkey one, though, is like this kind of more like a turkey skin.
Yeah, it just looks like the outside of a, deli meat thing. I don't think I've ever seen that tofurkey one. I would buy that if I saw that because
the tofurkey one is the one that is most common at Ingles.
Oh yeah,
in my local grocery. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've gotten some. I think we got one at Whole Foods, which is not mentioned here. I don't think they have one, just their store brand. we've also had this. The field roast has the celebration roast that does I don't think has the flaky crust on it, and then the sage and garlic celebration roast, and those are fine. They're okay. But yeah, I'd like to get this tofurkey roast mainly because tofurkey usually puts tofu in their ingredients, not just wheat gluten, and I like that. I like that little bit of extra nutrition. And then I made one of these one year, and it was very good. I don't know if it was worth it. It depends if you want to make stuff and want to know that you made your roast for Thanksgiving. If you do, then it was totally good. But obviously it takes a little extra work. But it's not that hard to make seitan at home. Not that hard to roll this filling inside of it and then slice it. So you can totally do it if that's your goal.
Have any of our viewers right now made their own tofurkey? I'd like to know that.
What, you don't think they would do that?
I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to me when you can just buy one.
Yeah, I mean it is, but at Thanksgiving it's what you do. You make some food. I think some people would not want to wouldn't want their thing to be made. Like they want to have to make something for Thanksgiving. Apparently, tofurkey fans can also opt for the seasonal ham roast with amber ale glaze.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'd eat ham flavored thing for Thanksgiving. That seems strange, but that'd be a good Christmas thing. So there you go. We'll talk more about Thanksgiving options for sure. I keep seeing recipes and things and gravies and all that. So maybe we'll put together a plant-based morning show suggested menu. Can you get on that?
It's a good idea. Yeah, I was actually last night I was discussing with my mom our upcoming menu. So
yeah,
okay, be good. Get on that.
You can think about it while you're running that weekend. You put together a menu in your head, and then Tuesday we'll present it.
It would just be like pizza and burgers,
fries, Coke.
Yeah, fries, quesadillas, all the quesadillas.
Yeah, that's what you want when you're running.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody said that they make their own thing? No, nobody has. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know.
Slow chatter today.
Yeah, and the thing's back up and running and working for us. But yeah, not that much. That's all right. Okay. Last topic of the day, and then we'll get you on your way, Doug. This is from Veg News also. Good job, Veg News. 2 articles today for us. The 28 best vegan restaurants in America. After 250,000 votes, Veg News readers have named these 28 eateries the best vegan restaurants in the country. I didn't see any Veg News poll thing recently. I mean, don't they always do annual veggie awards?
Yeah.
Right. And always one of our podcasts is nominated but never wins anything. I didn't see any of that this year, so I don't
didn't either.
I don't think they did it yet. I think this is just a separate thing.
Okay, I hope so, because I want to be nominated.
Yeah, it's almost like nice to see our name nominated
there.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, they did this thing: 28 best vegan restaurants in the country. We shouldn't go through all of them; it's too many. But they had 359 nominees across 28 different categories within the restaurant. That is a lot of restaurant categories. So we'll just run through some. Maybe we'll at least hit the main one of each category. Maybe we'll see. And no word about the methodology here. I guess it was just straight up vote for the best. Best vegan fast food restaurant, Plant Power Fast Food, which is in California and Las Vegas. This one is one we do see now and then on the plant-based fast food lists of it seems like 8 different kind of options there might be for that. It always seems not really attractive because they put the word plant in their name. It just doesn't seem that good. I don't know why. I'd rather just have a normal fast, like Mr. Charlie's, right? That's I don't know, just a good
slutty vegan.
Yeah, I mean, that is one
about the names of restaurants. I'm learning.
I guess so. Yeah. It's slutty vegan fast food. I didn't think that would be considered fast food, but I guess it is. I mean, I don't know anything about it because I haven't been. I would have thought it was more like fast casual.
No, fast food.
Slutty vegan is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I didn't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, so that got second place.
They got second. Got second, and Monty's Good Burger got third. Another Southern California chain. Yeah,
so that's fine. I say Burger King. I have a Burger King for that one, just because they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? I don't know. Maybe that'd be all fast food. I mean, all vegan.
Yeah, I think all vegan. Yeah.
Okay. Best fine dining, Crossroads in Southern California and Las Vegas. I don't know. I have this idea that I've been to Crossroads, but I definitely haven't because it's Tal Ronan's place, and I know of him, and I would definitely know if I'd been there. I went to Millennium in San Francisco, and I think then it went away after that. But that was a fine night. Anyway, yeah, Crossroads Kitchen. Hollywood's elite goes to it. So there you go. And I guess it's delicious. Also, Southern California and Las Vegas. Just like Plant Power Food was California, Las Vegas. Veg is number 2. I have been to Veg before in Philadelphia. Doug, have you ever make that trip when you lived in DC?
Nope. All right. Well, Philadelphia, yes. Veg, no.
Not to Veg. Yeah, I went to Veg. And I thought it was pretty good. And then Miss Rachel's Pantry, and also
isn't
in
Miss
Philadelphia.
Rachel like a kid's YouTube star or something?
Oh yeah, who does all those songs?
Yeah, Miss Rachel. Yeah.
Is she still a YouTube star? I thought she. I mean, my kids were in her stuff. She must be getting up there now in age.
Anyway. Apparently, she has a restaurant too now. I think it's probably completely unrelated.
Yes, I would imagine that it is. Okay, so let's move a little faster here. We don't need to spend too long on these things. Best vegan diner is The Tasty, also in Philadelphia. Philadelphia's hotspot. They got the 2nd and 3rd place in the fine dining. They got 1st place in vegan diner, and they used to have Blackbird Pizzeria, which I think has closed, but that was also there. So, who knew? Philadelphia maybe a kind of off the beaten path vegan mecca. No Spiral Diner in Dallas or Chicago Vegan Diner. I think that's the name of it. But there are others. But anyway, they didn't get anything. Best vegan burger joint. This is Monty's Good Burger, which already won in fast food to 3rd place. Slutty Vegan won 2nd place. Next Level Burger nationwide, which we still haven't been to, but that's seems like a good choice.
Yep.
Best vegan pizzeria, Pura Vita in West Hollywood, California. Feel like I may have gone to this with Robert when we were out there. Did I ever tell you about the time I was on the Rich Roll podcast, Doug?
Who? What podcast?
Never. Well, Robert and I were out there.
The one that always wins above us in the Veg News polls?
Yeah, right. Anyway, I think we went to a restaurant. I don't remember if it was this one or not. Maybe it was. But I got to mention Rich Roll podcast, which was my main goal with that. With that aside. Screamer's Pizzeria, 20th Street Pizza, also in Philadelphia, 20th Street Pizza.
Hey, I had no idea, Philly.
Yeah. All right, best vegan Mexican restaurant, Doug. Now we're speaking your language. Mis Tacones in Portland, Oregon. I know the word tacon to mean heel, like a heel of a foot. But I also think when you put an O-N at the end of something in Spanish, it means sort of the large version of it. So maybe it just means like the very large taco. I'm not sure.
Tacones.
That's the name of it. And it's in Portland. Ja, or ya, I don't know. That's in New York. Gracias Madre, which is in West Hollywood. Tacotarian. That's what you are, Doug. Tacotarian. So you should check that place.
There you go. I like that. Tacotarian.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
All right. Best vegan sushi. Beyond Sushi. Beyond Sushi. That sounds like it could be the Beyond product, but I don't think it is. I think it's just they beat them to it, and that's the name of the restaurant. And then Shojin, Shizen. I don't know these places, but they're in California. They're all in California, except for that in New York. Best vegan Asian restaurant, Spicy Moon in New York. I have not heard of that one. Mama Doot in Portland, and Chef Kenny's Vegan Dim Sum in Las Vegas. A lot of Las Vegas here, a lot of Portland. Best vegan soul food restaurant, Dirty Lettuce in Portland, Oregon. Solely Vegan in Oakland, California. None of these in the South. How's
this is tough. Yeah.
Charlotte had a great one that just closed recently. I guess they weren't that great, but it wasn't good enough to be supported. But it was very good. Best vegan Italian restaurant, Pura Vita again. Mm-hmm. I don't get this though. Veg News says, sorry, Italy. Better luck next time, New York. So I get better luck next time, New York, because they're in the country. Italy's not in this country. So they weren't eligible. So why are we saying sorry, Italy? I don't know. Don't like that. Leela in Portland. Monster Vegan in Philadelphia. I don't know these. Best vegan deli, Ben and Esther's. The Herbivorous Butcher. The Butcher's Son. Best vegan ice cream shop.
I'm never going to go to any of these.
No. Best vegan ice cream shop, Ice Queen, Portland. Whipped Urban Dessert Lab, New York. Kate's Ice Cream. It's amazing how many of these places there are that no one's heard of. unless you're local to those areas. So it's amazing. It's just the movement is
Portland, New York,
sure getting bigger.
LA. It seems.
Best vegan donut shop. Your Black Mountain spot is not on here, Doug. What's that place called?
That place is called.
Oh man. This is the restaurant you love to shout out and protect their interests and not criticize their food truck.
The Dough House. The Dough House.
Okay, the Dough House. All right.
Yeah.
And it's vegan? All vegan?
It is 100% vegan.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, maybe next year they'll get it. This year, Donut Friend won, and Dough Donuts and Dottie's Donuts in Philadelphia. Best coffee shop. Best vegan coffee shop. Grindcore House in Philadelphia. Another Philadelphia one, and I've been to this one. And it was, I didn't think it was anything special. It was sort of like anarchist vibe. It was what you expect, that sort of thing. But I bet, I'm sure there's people who are just super fans of it and always go. Yeah. I think I had some sort of baked good there. Timeless Coffee in Oakland and Berkeley. Coffee Beer in Portland. And then Coffee Beer also won the best vegan bar category. They got third place in that as well. Yeah. And the best vegan bar, Charlie Was a Sinner in Philadelphia, PA. Philadelphia is just like
Philadelphia is representing.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. And then they get into some city stuff. Best New York City restaurant, Modern Love. That's Issa. Issa's. You love Issa, Doug, right? You love her. Issa does it?
I do. Yeah.
So you need to get to Modern Love at some point.
That's hers?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think she has a restaurant in Omaha as well, where she is from, I believe, but I'm not even sure. Second place, Blossom. Third place, 11 Madison Park, which is the one that you hear about all the time because they were the Michelin star place that went vegan. Best in LA, Crossroads Kitchen. We already heard about that. Pura Vita, we already heard about that. Gracias Madre, we also heard about that one. In Portland, Ben and Esther's, we said that. Some others, including Mis Tacones. Chicago, Planta Queen, Penelope's Vegan Taqueria, Alice and Friends Vegan Kitchen. San Francisco, Mr. Charlie's is the winner. That's the McDonald's knockoff, troll kind of thing. Shizen, Wild Seed. Philadelphia, Veg is number 1. Monster Vegan 2. Hip City Veg. Austin, Rebel Cheese. All right, this is getting to be too much. Yeah. Miami, Planta. Chicago Diner, best vegan friendly restaurant. I've been to that one. And it was good. It was very good.
Miami, Planta. Oh, wait, you already did that one.
Did that.
I'm behind.
Best vegan chef.
Oh, here we go.
Thoy, I'm going to mispronounce. I'm sorry about that. Thoy Pham, Pham. That's Mama Doot in Portland. Or Dut, I don't know. Issa, number 2. I guess you have to be a restaurant chef to get this. This isn't just be a chef. Because otherwise I probably would have been high up on this list for No Meat Athlete Cookbook.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Best new vegan restaurant is Pietra Mala in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I believe that would mean like bad stone in Italian. I wonder what a bad stone is. Like a bad trip. Oh, that's the chef from Blackbird Pizzeria. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh. He moved over to Pietra Mala, his new place.
Okay, drum roll. This is the big one.
Is it? This is the big one? Okay, best in America.
Vegan restaurant in America.
Wow, so not even in any category, just straight up best.
Straight up.
Crossroads.
It has been I
already said
graced with Phoenix, Beyonce, Alicia Silverstone, and Lizzo.
All right.
What else? What else can we say here? The artichoke oysters are to die for. The heart Parmesan blue cheese salad and indulgent chocolate hazelnut torte can't be missed. What's it going to be, Matt?
I already said it. I said it really early.
Oh, you did? Oh, man. I was trying to build some suspense.
Yeah.
Crossroads Kitchen. Yep, that's all we got. Multiple locations.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. And there's all the restaurants. That looked a lot better in my head when I imagined us going through that list than it actually felt going through it. It was just a bunch of...
I don't know if anyone is still listening here. If you are, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. There's a bunch of restaurants. Now, what the value to get from that is if you're going to be traveling, we have now pointed you to Veg News. Go to vegnews.com, look up the best restaurants, vegan restaurants in America, and go to one of those places. So now we have that, right? Anytime we travel to one of these cities, we can look up these things and pick a good one.
That's right. Basically, Philly.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Go to
the
Philly.
problem with like a lot of these cities, they're so big. Kind of like even in Atlanta, you're gonna have to like make it a destination to go to one of these places.
Right. Like Slutty Vegan. It's just too hard to get to.
But if you're
You
hanging
know?
out in downtown Philly, it sounds like you got options everywhere.
I know. I'm amazed at how it seemed like many more Philadelphias there were than New York.
Mm-hmm.
A fraction of the size city. It had many more winners.
We're going to LA for Christmas. Maybe I'll reference.
I think
this
you should
list.
go to Mr. Charlie's. That would be definitely a must do.
That would be.
Oh, are
that would be-
they only San Francisco?
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think
they have other locations. I thought it was an LA thing, but no, it's a San Francisco thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so no, but yeah, you should find one of these to go to. All right. Anything else? That's all I have. I'm sure nobody's leaving comments, are they?
No, everyone's asleep.
Too-
Well, it's the weekend, or almost the weekend. Hope everybody has a great Veterans Day tomorrow.
That's right.
Shout out to the veterans who
Yep.
who have
Thank
served.
you, veteran. If you know one, if you don't know one,
Country,
just...
yep.
Yes. Yeah, and that's it. Okay. So that's it. Thanks for listening this week, everyone. Appreciate it. Fun week again. Despite today's show, a little weird. But you know what? You do them 3 times a week. Well, it used to be 5 times a week. Every week, you're gonna have a bad one here and there. That's what happened today. We didn't know. We tried, but restaurants wasn't that exciting. Okay. So thanks for listening. We will talk to you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your races or whatever you're up to this weekend, everyone. And we'll talk to you later.
All right.
All
See ya.
right. Goodbye.